Hello Leos, this is Kim Jolene with Finding Your Fiji, and I'm here doing your reading for June 2016. Let's go ahead and get started. So for us in the Western world, or at least in Minnesota, we have summer now, and it's really a beautiful time of the year. It's more of a wood energy, and so it's about growth and as we get later in the summer, that will be more of a fire energy where it's warmer, that type of thing. So I am a certified feng shui practitioner, feng shui expert. I'm also obviously an angel card reader. I use cards to do my readings. And I'm also a business coach. So I do a lot for my clients in regards to, oops, I want that extra card. In regards to just helping you shift your mindset, that type of thing. So if there's anything that you need help with in that regard, I'm here for you. And that some of that will come through the reading, as will some of the feng shui tips and advice will come through the reading as well. All right, so let's get started. This is our reading for June 2016 for Leo. And the first card that we have is the Moon, Archangel Haniel. And Haniel, it's interesting because we just had, I don't know if you know this or not, but on Saturday evening was our new moon. And the new moon is all about, the energy of that is all about setting intentions and putting intentions out there. It's a really, really powerful time to manifest. So I personally do a new moon ritual that I do where I actually write out my intentions, because writing with your hands is a very powerful practice. You use a lot of muscles in your hands when you do that, and it has a bigger impact than just saying it out loud or than thinking it, of course. Thinking is the lowest, saying it out loud is probably the next impact, and then writing it is the biggest impact that you can have. So this is a great time to be setting intentions for the new year. And Archangel Haniel is coming through with this for you. And what I'm getting around this is it's really about letting go. And that's, letting go of the worry, letting go of the fears, letting go of whatever it is that's holding you back. Because when we get these fears, it shows up not only in our lives, obviously, as to what's happening, but it also shows up in our bodies. So sometimes we get just muscle tension, tightness, knots, that type of thing. Or you might get an upset tummy, that type of thing. And so Archangel Haniel is really wanting you to let go of those worries, it could be wearies, right? Worries and fears. So that you can move forward. All right. And then, okay, they're not letting me drive by that one. So the other thing that they want you to know is that you are getting some important psychic insights at this time. And so these show up typically as, aha moments, or wow, you just your mind opened up to something, right? And so that's coming through at this time for you now as well. And this is June of 2016 for our Leos. And then we have the Nine of Water. And the water cards are all about emotion. So sort of that depth of emotion. I love the number 9 because that's a great feng shui number. It's the last number before they repeat again. So it's about reaching new heights. So if you think about that being just really a positive number, and this is a positive card, it's about your wishes coming true. And so in June, this month of June, you really are going to have those concerns and those worries just fading away and be in a spot where you just are absolutely loving life. So this is a really, really good card for you, Leo. Really good card. And it is about playfulness too, and about enjoying, for those of us that have summer at this time, enjoying that warm weather and the companionship and that type of thing. Okay. And then we have the Strength card, Archangel Ariel. And this is, I love Ariel. I always feel like she's kind of our love angel. So when I think of her, I think of, the pink light. Sometimes I drop a pink light when I'm doing grounding exercise with clients, and I always feel like that's all about love. And this card is about that. It's about letting go of those judgments of yourself, right? Knowing that you have that inner strength to do what you need to do, letting go of those judgments of yourself in particular, but also of others. You have no idea what somebody else is going through. You know, that person that's crabby to you at the restaurant, you don't know. Maybe they just lost their mom. You have no idea what they're going through. So always, always, and I'm just getting a lot of emotions from the angels around this, always come from a place of compassion. From a place of just sending them, if they're not being nice to you, send them even more love, because they're showing you their pain. They're showing you what's going on with them. So it's really, really important to let go of that. And the compassion piece is a big one for this card, okay? All right, so that's kind of our general outlook, Leo, for the month of June. And now we're going to get into the career and finance aspects for the month of June. I won a lot of top cards today. It's kind of funny. All right. Bit of purple and gold. So purple is the wealth color. I always love that color, right? And gold always also symbolizes wealth. I feel like there's a wonderful feng shui. I'm having a little bit of a brain farts this morning. I did quite a deep meditation this morning, and so I feel like I'm a little bit not as grounded as I need to be. So as I work through this reading, I did do a grounding exercise before I got into it, but I will ground a little bit further and ask the angels to help me stay grounded so that the thoughts that I'm having in my head can come out to you. And so gold, I was talking about, there's a powerful feng shui adjustment that involves gold rocks. It's not something I created. Another feng shui practitioner created it, Tanya, and I can't think of her last name at the moment. Yeah. So anyway, if that's something you're interested in, it's powerful for attracting abundance. Shoot me an email if you're interested in that, because I do honor the red envelope tradition, so I will have you send me a red envelope in exchange for receiving that information. And so if you're interested in that, shoot me an email. My email is down below, or you can get to me through my website as well. All right, so finances, talking about money, right? And that's why this gold mountain came up. So talking about money, for the month of June, we have Archangel Azrael. So this is a hello from heaven. So some of you Leos have had someone that has passed away in your lifetime. Doesn't have to be someone that's been recent. You know, people often ask, is this somebody that just recently passed? No, can be anyone. Can be anyone. Whoever popped into your head right now, that's who's saying hello to you, okay? So just know that Azrael is the angel that helps people cross over. And so too, when I'm doing clearings for people of their homes, if they've had, if they have a spirit in their home, that type of thing, I always, always, always call in Archangel Azrael, because that angel can help them pass over. She can really help them pass and cross over. And Michael, of course, is always very helpful with that as well. But she just wants you to know, this card is a message about your loved ones in heaven are actually helping you with your finances right now, is what I'm getting. And so if you get like an intuitive hit or a guidance, and then you think of your loved one at that time, or maybe you see a sign or a symbol from them and then get an idea, that idea is from them. Okay, so they're trying to help you get a better flow going for your finances this month and in your career. And so again, letting go of worries. This is a big theme for you this month, Leo, is about letting go of those worries and fears. So here we have it again regarding finances. Let go of that. And then the next card just bears with that. And this is all as well. Archangel Jeremiel. I'm trying to get that so the light is, I feel like I keep getting a shadow on there. Try to get a little bit closer for you. This is Archangel Jeremiel, and this is all as well. So he's really wanting to let you know that everything is happening with perfect timing. And I think you may have had this message before, Leo. It's about, patience and letting things flow. Rather than pushing or pulling, things are going to go a lot smoother, and things are going to come to you much more easily and with less effort. if you just go with the flow and know that everything is happening in perfect timing. It's all happening perfectly. And you can't get it wrong. Honestly, you can't. Life is, if you think about it as a game, Monopoly, yeah, you might make some wrong twists and turns, but it's just a game. You can't get it wrong. You're there to learn. It's about the fun of it, of playing the game. It doesn't really matter who wins. It's the fun of playing life, okay? So just know that even if you're going through a rough time right now, there are blessings in that. Find the gift. Find the gift in that. And what is coming up for you, and inquire about that. Be curious. This is a big theme with the angels recently, and in my own life too, is about getting curious about what's coming up for you and why is that coming up. Why are these people coming into your life? So because of the retrogrades, we do have people coming in from our past. They're showing up for a reason, and figuring out what that is. It might be a reason for you, might be about boundaries. It might be because you're rekindling a love. Who knows? But get curious about what that is for you. And if you want more guidance specifically to your situation, please feel free to contact me for a private reading, because that's where we can dig in deep about your personal relationships and the things that are going on for you. But this is regarding finances, of course. They're just wanting to let you know everything is well and everything's happening with perfect timing. Okay. And then we have Azrael again. So this is really interesting. And this is the counselor card. So the counselor is Archangel Azrael. She is just letting you know that you are a natural counselor. Oops. So part of what you're meant to be doing with your career is to be counseling other people. And this doesn't have to be a physical, like a psychologist or that type of counselor. It could be a coach. It could be a mentor. It could be, just as you're doing the work that you do, you're counseling people. You're listening. A big part of what you do when you counsel is you listen and you give them advice. Just people are able to hear and understand things from you in a way that they can't from others, and they feel reassured. So it's about providing guidance, essentially, is what counseling is about. So if you're not doing that in your career now, that's something that they are encouraging you to incorporate into whatever you are doing, because you're a natural at it. Okay. All right, let's move, Leos, to our health for the month of June. Let's see what our aspects are for health. And this is the healing deck. The deck that I used for the finances and career was our Archangel Oracle deck. Oops, oh, they want 1, 2, 3. Okay, perfect. And then that one. Okay. So this is Archangel Raphael is coming through. And this is the Inner Authority card. Okay. So we all have higher wisdom, right? Our higher self, our higher wisdom has the answers to everything. So you really don't need to go outside of yourself for answers. Sometimes it's helpful, and sometimes it's helpful to get advice or work with other practitioners that can help you through something. Okay, so that definitely is helpful. But what they want you to know very clearly here is that you have all the answers you need right within you. Okay, we all have this sort of thread leading up to our higher self, our higher wisdom, and you have the answers within you. And sometimes it's just a matter of digging them out. Okay. And this is about taking back your power, because lots of times we think things are out of our control. Even, when people have cancer or different very significant diseases, they feel like they don't have control. But truly, you do. And there's a lot of examples. You can read lots of different books where people had cancer and they were actually physically completely dying of it, were in a coma and came out of it. I can't remember the name of her book, but it's Anita Moorjani wrote a book about that, and it's amazing. Like, she was literally dying, in the hospital dying, and came back to complete health. Okay, so they're wanting you to take back your power around that. And part of doing that is listening to your intuition, to your feelings, and what's happening in your body, right? Okay. And then another piece of this forgiveness, so another piece of health for you is about forgiveness. So forgiveness heals. And it not only heals you mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, but it also can heal you physically. So oftentimes when we have a physical ailment or something that's bothering us, it's because there's some emotion stuck in our body, right? And having this emotion stuck in our body, sometimes all we need to do is go through a forgiveness process. And that is something that I do help my clients with in coaching as well. And there are many other processes out there, I would imagine, that people use for that. But it really is about forgiving others, but also forgiving yourself, okay? You do the best that you can, always. You're always doing the best that you can in that moment. Some days that's not great. Some days it's not, what you would consider your highest caliber of self. And that's okay. That's the best you could do that day. It's totally okay. So forgive yourself for that. All right. And then the last card we have regarding health is consulting a nutritionist. Okay. So this is related to your food stuff, obviously, nutrition. And they are just wanting to let you know, they just want to let you know that a nutritionist can help you sort this out. Because they've had a lot of training, a lot of expertise around the food stuff. And so they oftentimes are able to pinpoint what's causing you difficulties when other, doctors and other people haven't been able to do that. Okay? So consulting with a nutritionist would be really, really helpful for you at this time. Okay. Let's move on, Leos. We have our love reading for June 2016. Are you ready? I am. I did 6 readings on Saturday at an intuitive fair, and lots of relationship stuff was coming up. It's a big theme these days. And again, if you're having difficulties with your own personal relationship that you're going through, and need some guidance around that, please get in touch with me for private reading, because we can really dig deep and help sort that out for you, okay? All right, so big theme this month, and this was a big theme on my Saturday readings as well. Love yourself first, okay? You cannot, it's very difficult, and not to say that you can't do it, but it's very difficult to be in a juicy love of your life relationship when you don't love yourself, okay? It's really, really important that you take the time to put yourself first. And people think that you're being selfish. It's not. Putting yourself first and loving yourself first is so important in relationship, I can't even tell you. Okay? Because the more that you love yourself and do for yourself those things that you would like another to do for you, the more attractive you become, right? I'm going to sneeze. I think I'm going to sneeze. Well, it was coming. It may still come. And to me, lots of times sneezing is clearing energy, so there might just be some stuck energy for some of you out there that I'm clearing for you. So if you have some stuck energy around that, oftentimes I will... because I'm intuitive empathic, I will feel that, and then I need to release or clear it. So I'm going to just kind of brush that off so I don't need to sneeze on camera, right? So loving yourself first is, and the self-respect. So not only, loving yourself, but having that respect for yourself. One tool that I like to use for this is mirror work. And so what that means is when you see yourself in a mirror anytime during the day, you're like, I love you, you're awesome, you rock, right? So really just telling yourself those beautiful things that you love yourself and you're awesome, you rock, whatever you feel inspired to say to yourself. And sometimes people, when they're not used to this, when they haven't really loved themselves, sometimes emotion comes up around that, and that's okay. You're clearing. The reason the emotion is coming up is so that you can clear that out of your body, okay? So that's one thing that you can do. All right. And then, Leos, we've got give your relationship a chance. So for those of you that are in a relationship now, they do want you to continue working on this relationship and working on the partnership. And part of your work, of course, is working on yourself, right? getting in tune and aligned with yourself. And then when things come up for the other partner, you know, or come up that trigger you about them, things that are annoying you, that type of thing, take a look at that for yourself. Like, what is that? There's a message for you in that. It's not just random. Nothing is random. There's a message for you. So be curious and pay attention to what that message might be for you in that trigger. Okay? And then, so again, those of you that are in relationships, I do see strong chemistry. So there is chemistry there in the relationship, and that's part of why they want you to give it another chance. Because you do have that chemistry there and very strong attraction. Okay, and I'm getting, for the singles, for the people that are single out there, please, they're wanting you to have hope that the relationship, the love of your life relationship, you are going to be attracted to the person, okay? No ifs, ands, or buts. You are going to have that magnetic, strong attraction to them, and they to you, okay? So if you are playing around in relationships where you just are not feeling very strongly, but you're like hoping that you at some point fall in love with this person, stop. Like, just stop it, because it's not it, okay? And it's not, and granted, you may be learning, there may be some learning for you in that. We have what we call wound mates, or, you know, they're kind of soulmates that you have something to learn from them. Also considered your twin flames, that type of thing, where you have something deeply to learn from them. But if you don't have an attraction with somebody that you're dating right now, please stop. Please stop. Just let it go, okay? Let yourself be open to having that really juicy, love-filled relationship that you want. You can have what you want. You can definitely have what you want. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. They're being like kind of forceful around this, right? They're like, quit settling. A friend of mine who passed away, it's been a year ago now. I had dated him for a short period of time, and then about 5 months after we stopped dating, he got cancer and died. You know, he literally died very suddenly. He was diagnosed in May and was gone by August, so very, very quickly. But I was able to help him as he transitioned, and that is something that I do. It's not a service that I put on my website or anything like that, but it is something that I do, help people with transition. I helped my mom years ago transition, and this friend of mine said, don't settle. That's one of the advice, you know, one of the pieces of advice he gave me kind of from his deathbed, you know, just don't settle. You're worth more than that, so quit doing that to yourself, Leos. All right, so we have some extra cards that we're going to take a look at here. I'm going to just slide these up. Okay. And we're going to do this in order. So we've got 2 of Earth. So this is my Chaos card. This is about how you make your money. You know, Earth cards are about how you make your money and what you need to do to be here on Earth. And you've got too much going on. I always think of this as the Chaos card. So really, you need to make a decision about what's important and quit splitting your energy. Quit distracting yourself, okay? Make a decision about what's really most important and then be playful about it. You're not going to make money if you're not having fun, okay? I'm sorry, but it's just not it's just not going to continue to flow to you if you're not having fun in what you're doing. If it feels like a burden, if it feels too serious, it's just not going to flow. So do something to make it more playful. So a couple of different things that you could do, like are using, you know, file accessories, office supplies. There you go. Office supplies that are fun. I use a lot of colorful file folders. And I use, you know, colored pens, different things like that. That makes the work that I'm doing when I'm like doing my budget or doing something like that, I'm writing a purple pen. That makes it more fun for me. So do what you need to do to make it more fun for you. And again, quit being so serious about everything. Life is supposed to be fun. All right? Okay. So, and then we have Archangel Sandalphon, and this is a gentleness card. So again, this is another theme for you guys this month, is about being gentle with yourself, okay? And it's, you know, it's about surrounding yourself with people that lift you up, okay? People that lift you up and people that are gentle with you, okay? That are, you want to surround yourself with positive people and situations and environments. So don't be watching the violent movies. Don't be watching the news. Reading about these horrible things. That does not help you in any way, shape, or form. It does not help you. So they're needing you to be surrounding yourself with a lot of gentleness right now. Okay. And then for your health, you need to leave a stressful situation behind. So again, this I feel like relates to someone that's going to come up in your life from your past. It's going to pop back in, somebody that stresses you out. It's time to cut the cords to this person. It's time to let them go. Some people were just in a place where you may not be in alignment with them at this moment. And not to say that you won't ever be again, as things shift and change, they shift and grow, you shift and grow. You may be at the same plane right now, but right now they're not. You're in different spots. And so it feels uncomfortable and it's stressing you out. So let it go. Let that relationship go. And that too also it creates a vacuum for you to draw in more juicy, fulfilling relationships. So if you think about this person that you're hanging on to, that they're actually kind of like an anchor for you, like they're weighing you down. And if you let them go, you're going to be able to float to the surface and see all the beautiful people that you're supposed to connect with. Think of it that way and just know that it's time to cut that anchor, time to cut that cord. Okay, last card we have is the flirt card. So this is really about you needing to just extend that lighthearted energy to others. And so it's bringing your joy, bring your joy and extend that out to other people. One of my friends recently was talking about how she learned, and I can't even remember who it is that she learned from, Queen's Code, whoever wrote that, was talking about, leaving your little, just like blessing people with your little flowers, right? As you're giving them a smile, you're dropping their love flowers, dropping flowers, right? And so extending that energy to others is really important for you in the month of June. Okay, that's what we have for our Leos for the month of June 2016. 3 things to remember. Have fun, enjoy your life, and let go of the worries and cares. That's what I've had for you. Much love. Have a wonderful month of June. Did you enjoy your angel reading? I'm sure questions have popped up for you about specifics in your own life. To get answers personalized just for you, click below to schedule your appointment. You can use coupon code ANGEL20 to save 20% on any one of my readings. For more information about me and Finding Your Fiji services, go to findingyourfiji.com. Enjoy your day.